It probably took me a while into my career I don't think that's something that you just come forward and realize and claim for yourself. I think some people do that. For me, it was more like I was pursuing something I love. I was doing, I started my career in entrepreneurship and then going into management consulting and started realizing that I was slowly getting more responsibilities. I was getting a bigger team, I was getting larger projects, and people were listening to me. I think probably years ago, it was a little bit surprising at first, right? Where I would, direct my team to do something and then things would be done. And I started learning that I had to be a little bit more careful about what I ask people to do and the direction I give. It took me probably years, almost over a decade, to really claim that for myself and step forward into being a speaker and teacher coach, where I actually do public speaking, coaching, running masterminds, advising executives. That took a while for me to step into. I think it's something you grow into and something I continue to grow into now as I learn and know that, even though I haven't quite gotten there, and I don't know if anyone can ever get there, right? There's an ongoing process of growth. But for me, it's that it's okay that I can actually share what I know. And as long as I'm a few steps ahead of someone that has influence and I can actually add value in some way, hopefully, some way that can make their life better. So I feel like in some ways I came with it. I decided to go into coaching because I started realizing that when I was in management consulting, the part of the work that I absolutely love was actually connecting with people one-on-one or in small groups, really getting to know, who they are, what they would love, what they struggle with, what they would like to bring forward into the world, and then being able to just identify, where their challenge, where their struggles are, and then help them move forward. So that was the work I absolutely loved the most. I mean, I love strategy consulting in businesses as well. So I just started thinking more around, now that I'm at a certain point in my career, how can I do more of that? How can I do more of that piece of the work that I love? And then it evolved into, executive coaching, coaching and then running masterminds, working with change makers, entrepreneurs, business leaders, really doing exactly that, really getting to know people one-on-one, getting the privilege to really learn about who they are, what they love to create, and then continue to study with teachers on how people can be more effective and then being able to share that with my clients. So I think it's just something I evolve into by just listening to myself and what I would really love to do more with my time. My coaching business, I work with entrepreneurs, change makers, small business owners, and then in my strategy consulting firm, I work with larger organizations, executives. I feel like the overarching theme for me is really around activating our potential, right? Whether it's an individual or it is an organization looking to motivate a large group of people together around a common vision and mission, is that we can actually create anything that we can dream up, that it can actually be fun, it can be life-giving, it can be joyful, and that I absolutely believe that we live in a universe that calls each and every single one of us, right, to greater becoming through our ideas and our visions and our dreams. And as each one of us step forward, whether our own or as a collective, I think definitely our life uplifts, but also those around us, our family, friends, community. So it's really being inspiring people, hopefully motivating them to really listen to that part of themselves that's calling them forward, and then being able to and that they can actually have the support and what it takes to actually move forward on that and bring that to life. In Mindset Mastery, Creating Your Quantum Leap, I share a step-by-step process that I have learned now probably almost the last 20 years. I started studying this very early, that through, it was a need for me actually to overcome the challenges I was facing at the time, and then later became a passion. So I continued studying with some of the top teachers of our time, had some amazing mentors to really show me what it takes to create results in our universe, how to actually dream up something and apply a step-by-step process to actually bring that to life in a way that is life-giving and that actually activates our potential. So in this experience, I actually share a step-by-step process on exactly how to do that, how someone can actually, work with whatever resources they have, right? Everyone already has enough to create anything that they can imagine. So really how someone can bring forward any goals or dreams that they desire faster than they could have ever imagined, how they can actually get clear on exactly what that is, whether they have never been clear before, they're unsure right now, or there are too many options, how they can really hone in on that, and also how each and every single person can actually claim the power that lives within them to really create anything that they desire. I've been very fortunate to have had many mentors throughout my life, and I honestly do not think that I could be where I'm at today if I had not had so many mentors and support structures and people in my life who really were the voice of truth and the voice of positivity and inspiration when sometimes I doubted myself, right? So I mean, all throughout my career since college, I've always sought out teachers who could really guide me, and I would bounce ideas off of them. They were my thought partner. Throughout my management consulting career as well, in the last few years in entrepreneurship, when I started actually pursuing my big dreams, building my coaching business, building my strategy consulting firm, and along with a number of other businesses that I have, I've had a few mentors. Mary Morrissey is actually one of them, and I am so grateful she came into my life. She's actually been one of the best blessings I've ever had, where it was her that really, she's one of the top transformational teachers of our time. She's, spoken at the UN, has worked with His Holiness the Dalai Lama, founded the Brave Thinking Institute. It's one of the top transformational schools right now. And she was the person who actually was able to finally help me put all the pieces together, where I had learned all these principles of personal development, but she was actually the person who made it simple and actually said, put it in this order. And when you actually do it in that order, I came to learn that's almost like order of operations in mathematics. You get the right result and you get it faster. And it's actually not just knowing what to do, right? It's in personal development, it's very often like, goal setting, persistence, mindset, all of that, right? And all of it is important. But there's actually an order to putting it together that makes a difference too. So she was the person who helped me see that and really take my knowledge to the next level so that I could actually apply that knowledge to create what I wanted. So I'm a big believer of mentors, and I'm really grateful for the mentors that have really guided me on this journey. For me, and I think this is something that each and every single one of us have to really define for ourselves, right? What we identify and what we call success. For me, it's really living to my full potential and living life to the fullest and waking up every day feeling joyful and happy. Not just because I have achieved the material goals in my external circumstances, but that I actually feel happy in the present. So for me, it's more of a spiritual journey. I've spoken with lots of clients where that's different for them, and it's different for every single person, right? But and I believe for me, it's like, if it's around living up to our potential, then I hope that it's something that's an ongoing journey for the rest of my life, where it's something to be discovered, it's something to be enjoyed, it's part of the journey, right, of always becoming. And I have been blessed where up to this point where I feel like, I wonder if it can get better. It gets better. So I hope that's an ongoing thing for the rest of my life. Goodness, so many different advices I would give my younger self. I guess the main one is just relax, it's all gonna work out. It's okay that this universe is on my side. I think when I was younger, I had a challenging, background, and so there was a lot to overcome there, but there was a lot of living in fear and wondering what is to come, and will life support me, will it all work out, where am I gonna get these resources, how's it all gonna work out? And I feel like in the last few years I've come to, maybe it's part of the maturing process, you learn to relax into the journey a bit more and realize that it's not about the destination, it's also about the experience that's just as important, if not more, and that you actually can't be living life just chasing one goal after another. It's, because then once you get there, there's gonna be something else too, right? So it's always wondering, like, is this it? Is this gonna work out? What am I gonna do next? So I think definitely for me, it's just relax, trusting that it's gonna work out and just enjoying the journey more. I am so grateful for my experience in shooting with VRLU. The guys were phenomenal. It was a wonderful experience, and it was definitely the first for me to shoot in 360 and really bring this content to life. To be able to really engage with people, share this knowledge, get it out to more people, and actually help people see the potential within them, right? And help them actually bring to life what they desire. I absolutely believe that, you know, each and every single one of us have something to share, and this is really my way of being of service to, you know, each person who's watching it and in the world. So I'm really grateful for the VRLU guys, you know, creating this experience, all the other experience, right? Bringing knowledge to life and actually allowing me to share this with more people in a very impactful way. The message I would like viewers to take away, very often we doubt ourselves. You know, we doubt what is possible for us. We doubt whether or not we're good enough, whether or not we can do it, whether or not we can make it, you know, that we can overcome the challenges, all those fears and doubts, right? And that what I want viewers to actually take away is that anything they can dream up, the fact that they can dream it up means that's a possibility. It's not the future. It's not something that must come true, but it's a potential, and that there's actually a step-by-step process that they can work with themselves to actually bring that to life. And it's actually important that they do, to really lay claim to that, bring forward their potential, live life to the fullest, and really experience all this life has to offer, and that any challenges that they're currently facing, they are so much more than that, and to truly believe in that.